All right, our next one is gonna be from Joe uh, Jovia. He said, "How do people become rich? As and how do they invest or ways to invest?" So how do you become rich? First of all, we don't know how much money rich is. Rich could be different to different people, right? But let's just say $1 million. How do you make money? Okay, everybody has their own way of making money. So everybody has their own niche. Everybody has something that they're good at. You know, I think becoming rich is not only a destination, but becoming rich is a way of life. I think you have to change everything around you to become rich. I think you have to act like a rich person to be a rich person. So kind of like fake it till you make it, right? So um this could be an open-ended question, but we'll just there's a whole bunch of ideas and things you can do that might make you rich. Usually when you're in your 20s, you make all your mistakes, so you figure out where you're trying to be if you're a person that's trying to be successful, right? So we're just talking about people that are in the trying to be successful category. So that eliminates more like 80% of the population. So you got 20% of people that want to be successful. Well, what differentiates you from the other 20%? If you fall into that 20% category that wants to be successful, there's a array of things. I like to picture yourself like a Grand Theft Auto character or like a Superman, fucking. I just got out of work, so my mind is blank. It's almost gonna be 12, but like you know, a character like a superhero. So different superhero have different powers, right? Like this one might have strength and ability. This one might have this one might have he might be faster in speed. This one might be invisible. So different powers for different superheroes, right? So you got to know what you're good at. So pretty much make an assessment of your life and say, hey, I'm good at networking, or I'm good at being a technician, or I'm good at music, I'm good at x x x x x. You know what I'm saying? And then pick the job that you usually want to get a job that makes you money quickly. You know what I'm saying? And then kind of make the money, learn how to save it, and then invest in something that you're passionate about. I mean, I can go on and on about this subject. I'm just trying to touch it, briefly on how to get rich. Um, Quick story: Charles Darwin, which is a person who discovered a theory of evolution. Theory means the pinnacle of fact. So theory means truth in science. So Charles Darwin was born to a father and a brother who had owned a company, and they treated him like a loser because he wasn't business savvy. He was always off track to some other thing. He would have interest in rocks, so he'll pick up rocks and study them and stuff. And his brother and father thought that was weird. They kind of wanted the son to go through the whole family tradition, and he was just like getting rocks and studying them or whatever. So they always thought he was, there was something wrong with him. He went to the Marines. To make a long story short, he went to the Marines, and he eventually started going into fossil fuels. I mean fossils, and picking them up, and he went more deep into it. And his father and his son kind of like disowned him, or brother kind of disowned him at this point. As far as the business thing goes, he eventually came up with the theory of evolution through fossils. He studied the way that animals would change with the fossils, with the fossils, and long story short, he actually made a lot of money from it. He published a lot of articles about it. Most of the stuff that he got that he didn't get correct. There was a lot of loopholes, but you're gonna get loopholes on studies that just that are that are just recent. That are new. You know what I mean? So people later on added on to the theory of evolution as far as that goes. So moral of the story is like he went into the army, so the army made got him money, which allowed him to study rocks, which what he wanted to do. Now he didn't let his father or his brother talk him out of you know his passion for rocks. He just kept on with his passion for rocks. So what you want to do is go into something that makes you money. For example, if you're a male, the oil company, oil field makes a lot of money. Go get your money, save it up, and then follow your passion, whether it's music or art or something that you know you're good at, and then kind of invest your time and money into that, and then be successful. And your passion, the reason I say passion, because your passion is going to be something that you doesn't feel like work. If you can do your passion and not feel that, like, if you could do something that makes money and it doesn't feel like you're working, like you'll do it for fun, that's your passion. So I would say follow your passion. Follow your passion, and that will lead you to your riches. Thank you, and have a good night.